Who's Zaddy? Oh.
Good morning. We can see you playing FYI.
I can't hear anything, lol. Lol.
I can't either.
I can hear what I say, but nothing else.
Now I can.
Let me restart.
Restart what? There wasn't much volume before. There wasn't any volume before, actually. Good morning.
Howdy.
How'd you guys
Also,
sleep?
Harry Potter.
2. Let
Harry
me start.
Potter.
Late.
I am late.
Good morning, friend.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I let my kids play on the setup this morning, and I had to change some things around once they were done. But anyway, how'd you guys sleep? How are you feeling? We're gonna get into Harry Potter.
Perfect time for my time zone lol.
There you go, 10 o'clock. Well, normally I'm live for a half hour before now, which is not too bad. Alright, let's get this out of the way. You guys ready? Should we keep the volume on the Minecraft thing? Probably. It's just a little bit. By the way, I'm not playing Minecraft. That's a video. So unfortunately, we're probably going to hit ads at some point. Anywho. Any hoozles? Chapter 5, Diagon Alley. Harry woke early the next morning. Although he could tell it was daylight, he kept his eyes shut. It was a dream, he told himself firmly. I dreamed a giant called Hagrid came to tell me I was going to school for wizards. When I open my eyes, I'll be at home in my cupboard. There was suddenly a loud tapping noise. And there's Aunt Petunia knocking on the door, Harry thought, his heart sinking. But he still didn't open his eyes. It had been such a good dream. Tap, tap, tap. All right, Harry mumbled. I'm getting up. He sat up and Hagrid's heavy coat fell off of him. The hut was full of sunlight. The storm was over. Hagrid himself was asleep on the collapsed sofa, and there was an owl rapping its claw on the window, a newspaper held in its beak. Harry scrambled to his feet. So happy he felt as though a large balloon was swelling inside him. What a weird fucking... He went straight to the window and jerked it open. The owl swooped in and dropped the newspaper on top of Hagrid, who didn't wake up. The owl then fluttered onto the floor and began to attack Hagrid's coat. Don't do that.
What's up, King?
What's up, Bia? How you doing? We're reading Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I'm doing pretty good. I can't usually read. Harry tried to wave the owl out of the way, but it snapped its beak fiercely at him and carried on, savaging the coat. All right. Hagrid, said Harry loudly. There's an owl. Pay him, Hagrid grunted into the sofa. What? He wants paying for delivering the paper. Look in the pockets. Hagrid's coat seemed to be made of nothing but
I wasn't
pockets.
expecting this.
Bunches of keys, slug pellets, balls of string, mint humbugs, tea bags. Finally, Harry pulled out a handful of strange-looking coins. Give him 5 nuts, said Hagrid sleepily.
I'm fine, by the way. What about you?
I'm wonderful. I'm doing really well. Nuts? The little bronze ones. Harry counted out 5 little bronze coins, and the owl held out its legs so he could put the money into a small leather pouch tied to it. Then it flew off through the open window.
Bork.
Hagrid yawned loudly, sat up and stretched. Bork, bork. Best be off, Harry. Lots to do today. Gotta get up to London and buy all your stuff for school. Harry was turning over the wizard coins and looking at them. He had just thought of something which made him feel as though the happy balloon inside him got a puncture. Hagrid, said Hagrid, who was pulling on his huge boots. I haven't got any money, and you heard Uncle Vernon last night. He won't pay for me to go to learn magic. Don't worry about that, said Hagrid, standing up and scratching his head. You think your parents didn't leave you anything? But if their house was destroyed, they didn't keep their gold in the house, boy. Nah, first stop for us is Gringotts, Wizard's Bank.
My happy
Have a
Valen
sausage.
got a
They're not
puncture.
bad cold, and I would say no to a... Oh, and I wouldn't say no to a bit of your birthday cake, neither. It's written weird, all right? My happy balloon got a puncture?
This is cute.
That's a shame. You're cute. Wizards have banks? Just the one. Gringotts, run by goblins. Harry dropped the bit of sausage he was holding. Goblins? Yeah, so you'd be mad to try and rob it. I'll tell you that. Never mess with goblins, Harry. Gringotts is the safest place in the world for anything you want to keep safe. Except maybe Hogwarts. As a matter of fact, I gotta visit Gringotts anyway. For Dumbledore. Hogwarts
I'm sick,
business.
so this is perfect.
Hagrid drew himself up proudly. He usually gets me to do that. I thought you said I'm 6. You're a billionaire, Harry.
Can y'all be quiet? I'm trying to listen.
I thought you said I'm 6, so this is perfect. Hagrid drew himself up proudly. He usually gets me to do important stuff for him. Fetching you, getting things from Gringotts. Knows he can trust me, see? Got everything?
Right.
Come on, then. Harry followed Hagrid out onto the rock. The sky was quite clear now, and sea gleamed in the sunlight. The boat Uncle Vernon had hired was still there, with a lot of water in the bottom after a storm. How did you get here? Harry asked, looking around for another boat. Flew, said Hagrid. Flew? Yeah, but we'll go back in this. Not supposed to use magic now. I've got you. They settled down in the boat. Harry was still staring at Hagrid, trying to imagine him flying. Seems a shame to row, though, said Hagrid, giving him... oh my gosh. Said Hagrid, giving Harry another of his sideways looks, as if it was... I hate the way Hagrid's words are written. They're not words, they're sounds. If I was to speed things up a bit, would you mind not mentioning it at Hogwarts? Of course not, said Harry, eager to see more magic. Hagrid pulled out the pink umbrella again, tapped it twice on the side of the boat, and they sped off towards land. Why would you be mad to try and rob Gringotts? Harry asked. Spells, enchantments, said Hagrid, unfolding his newspaper as he spoke. They say there's dragons guarding the high security vaults, and that you gotta find your way. Gringotts is hundreds of miles under London, see? Deep under the underground. You'd die of hunger if you trying to ever get out, even if you did manage to get your hands on something. Harry sat and thought about this while Hagrid read his newspaper, The Daily Prophet. Harry had learned from Uncle Vernon that people liked to be left alone while they did this, but it was very difficult. He'd had so many questions in his life. He'd never had so many questions in his life. Ministry of Magic messing things up as usual, Hagrid muttered, turning the page. There's a Ministry of Magic, Harry asked before he could stop himself. Of course, said Hagrid. They wanted Dumbledore for Ministry, of course, but he'd never leave Hogwarts. So old Cornelius Fudge got the job. Bungler if there ever was one. So he belts Dumbledores with owls every morning, asking for advice. But what does the Ministry of Magic do? Well, their main job is to keep it from the muggles that were still watching the wizards up and down the country. Why? Why? Blimey, Harry, everybody be wanting magical solutions to their problems. Nah, we're best left alone. At this moment, the boat bumped gently into the harbor wall. Hagrid folded up his newspaper and they clambered up their stone steps on the street. Passers-by stared a lot at Hagrid as they walked through the little town to the station. Uh-oh, an ad. An ad. We'll mute that one. Nobody sneaks in until later and all the time. Bubble machine? That's a good idea.
Zach, right?
We'll stop every chapter and do a bubble. Maybe not every chapter, but... Alright. At this moment, the boat bumped gently into the harbor wall. Hagrid folded up his newspaper and they clambered up the stone steps onto the street. Passers-by stared a lot at Hagrid as they walked through the little town to the station. Harry couldn't blame them. Not only was Hagrid twice as tall as anyone else, he kept pointing at perfectly ordinary things like parking meters and saying loudly, See that, Harry? These muggles dream up. These things the muggles dream up. Hagrid, said Harry, panting a bit as he ran to keep up. Did you say there are dragons in Gringotts? Well, so they say, said Hagrid. Crikey, I'd like a dragon. You'd like one? Wanted one ever since I was a little kid. Here we go. They had reached the station. There was a train to London in 5 minutes' time. Hagrid, who didn't understand muggle money, as he called it, gave the notes to Harry so he could buy their tickets. People stared more than ever on the train. Hagrid took up 2 seats and sat knitting what looked like a canary yellow circus tent. Still got your letter, Harry? He asked as he counted stitches. Harry took the parchment envelope out of his pocket. Good, said Hagrid. There's a list of everything in there you need. Harry unfolded a second piece of paper he hadn't noticed the night before and read. Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Uniform. First-year students will require 3 sets of plain work robes, black. 1 plain pointed hat, black, for day wear. 1 pair of protective gloves, dragon hide or similar. 1 winter cloak, black, silver fastenings. Please note that all pupils' clothes should carry name tags. Set books. All students should have a copy of each of the following. The Standard Book of Spells, Grade 1 by Miranda Goshawk. A History of Magic by Bathilda Bagshot. Magical Theory by Aldeburgh Waffling. A Beginner's Guide to A Beginner's Guide to Transfiguration by Emeric Switch. 1,000 Magical Herbs and Fungi by Philidae Spore. Magical Drafts and Potions by Arsenicus Jigger. Careful. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them by Newt Scamander. I love those series. The Dark Forces, A Guide to Self-Protection by Quentin Trimble. Other equipment, 1 wand, 1 cauldron, pewter, standard size 2, 1 set glass or crystal phials, 1 telescope, and 1 set brass scales. Students may also bring an owl or a cat or a toad. Parents are reminded that first years are not allowed in their own broomsticks. Can we buy all this in London? Harry wondered aloud. If you know where to go, said Hagrid. Harry had never been to London before, although Hagrid seemed to know where he was going. He was obviously not used to getting there in an ordinary way.
Would
He
y'all
gets stuck
pick
in
an
the
owl,
ticket
cat,
barrier.
or toad?
Oh, that's a good question. Who is that book written by? Matilda Backshots. Yo, damn, Matilda, what's up, girl? Anyway, he got stuck in the ticket barrier on the underground and complained loudly that the seats were too small and the trains too slow. I don't know how Muggles manage without magic, he said, as they climbed a broken-down escalator which led up to the bustling road lined with shops. Hagrid was so huge that he parted the crowd easily. All Harry had to do was keep close behind him. They passed bookshops and music stores, hamburger bars and cinemas. What the fuck is a hamburger bar? But nowhere that looked as if it could sell you a magic wand. This was just an ordinary street full of ordinary people. Could there really be piles of wizard gold buried miles beneath them? Were there really shops that sold... Oh, fuck. My bad, G. Were there really shops that sold spell books and broomsticks? Might this not all be some huge joke that the Dursleys had cooked up? If Harry hadn't known that the Dursleys had no sense of humor, he might have thought so. Yet somehow, even though everything Hagrid had told him so far was so unbelievable, Harry couldn't help but trust him. This is it, said Hagrid, coming to a halt. The Leaky Cauldron. It's a famous place. It was a tiny, grubby-looking pub. If Hagrid hadn't pointed it out, Harry wouldn't have noticed it was there. The people hurrying by didn't glance at it. Their eyes slid from the big bookshop on one side to the record shop on the other, as if they couldn't even see the Leaky Cauldron at all. In fact, Harry had the most peculiar feeling that only he and Hagrid could see it. Before he could mention this, Hagrid had steered him inside. For a famous place, it was very dark and shabby. A few old women were sitting in the corner, drinking tiny glasses of sherry. One of them was smoking a long pipe. A little man in a top hat was talking to an old barman, who was quite bald and looked like a gummy walnut. The low buzz of chatter stopped when they walked in. Everyone seemed to know Hagrid. They waved and smiled at him, and the barman reached for a glass, saying, "The usual, Hagrid." "Can't, Tom. I'm on Hogwarts business," said Hagrid, clapping his great hand on Harry's shoulder and making
I was
Harry's
thinking,
knees
cat,
buckle.
they could lay on my feet at night.
Is this R6? Yes. Good Lord, said the barman, peering at Harry. Could this be? The Leaky Cauldron had suddenly gone completely still and silent. Bless my soul, whispered the old barman. Harry Potter, what an honor. He hurried out from behind the bar, rushed towards Harry, and seized his hand, tears in his eyes. Welcome back, Mr. Potter, welcome back. Harry didn't know what to say. Everyone was looking at him. The old woman with the pipe was puffing on it without realizing it had gone out. Hagrid was beaming. Then there had been a great scraping of chairs, and the next moment Harry found himself shaking hands with everyone in the Leaky Cauldron. Doris Crockford, Mr. Potter, I can't believe I'm meeting you at last. So proud, Mr. Potter. I'm so proud. Always wanted to shake your hand. I'm all aflutter. Delighted, Mr. Potter. Just can't tell you. Diggle's the name. Daedalus Diggle. Y'all got some fucking weird names. I've seen you before, said Harry, as Daedalus Diggle's top hat fell off in his excitement. You bowed to me once in a shop. He remembers, cried Daedalus Diggle, looking around at everyone. Did you hear that? He remembers. Harry shook hands again and again. Doris Crockford kept coming back for more. A pale young man made his way forward very nervously. One of his eyes was twitching. Professor Quirrell, said Hagrid. Harry, Professor Quirrell will be one of your teachers at Hogwarts. Potter, stammered Professor Quirrell, grasping Harry's hand. Can't tell you how pleased I am to meet you. What sort of magic do you teach, Professor Quirrell? Defense against the dark arts, muttered Professor Quirrell, as though he'd rather not think about it. Not that you need it, Potter, he laughed nervously. You'll be getting all your equipment, I suppose. I've got to pick up a new book on vampires myself. He looked terrified at the very thought. But the others wouldn't let Professor Quirrell keep Harry to himself. It took almost 10 minutes to get away from them all. At last, Hagrid managed to make himself heard over the babble. Must get on, lots to buy. Come on, Harry. Two-Faced Bro. You don't know that yet. Shh. Doris Crockford shook Harry's hand one last time, and Hagrid led them through the bar and out into a small walled courtyard, where there was nothing but a dustbin and a few weeds. Hagrid grinned at Harry. Told you, didn't I? Told you I was famous. Even Professor Quirrell was trembling to meet you. Mind you, he's usually trembling. Told you was famous. I hate the way Hagrid's words are written. Is he always that nervous? Oh yeah, poor bloke. Brilliant mind. He was fine while we was studying out of books. But then he took off a year to get some first-hand experience. They say he met vampires in the Black Forest, and there was a nasty bit of trouble with a hag. Never been the same ever since. Scared of the students, scared of his own subject. Now where's me umbrella? That should have been different words. Vampires? Hags? Harry's head was swimming. Hagrid, meanwhile, was counting bricks in the wall above the dustbin. 3 up, 2 across, he muttered. Right, stand back, Harry. He tapped the wall 3 times with the point of his umbrella. The brick he had touched quivered. It wriggled. In the middle, a small hole appeared. It grew wider and wider. A second later, they were facing an archway large enough that even for Hagrid, an archway onto a cobbled street, which twisted and turned out of sight. Welcome, said Hagrid, to Diagon Alley. He grinned at Harry's amazement. They stepped through the archway. Harry looked quickly over his shoulder.
I am making butterbeer. Who wants some?
I'll take some. Shaking in his boots. Harry looked quickly over his shoulder and saw the archway shrink instantly back into a solid wall. The sun showed brightly on a stack of cauldrons outside the nearest shop. Cauldrons, all sizes, copper, brass, pewter, silver, self-stirring, collapsible, said a sign hanging over them. Yeah, you'll be needing one, said Hagrid, but we gotta get your money first. Harry wished he had about 8 more eyes. He turned his head in every direction as they walked up the street, trying to look at everything at once. The shops, the things outside them, the people doing their shopping. A plump woman outside an apothecary was shaking her head as they passed, saying, Dragon liver, 16 sickles an ounce, they're mad. A low, soft hooting came from a dark shop with a sign saying, Ilops Owl Emporium, Tawny, Screech, Barn, Browd, and Snowy. Several boys of about Harry's age had their noses pressed against a window with broomsticks in it. Look, Harry heard one of them say, the new Nimbus 2000, fast as ever. There were shops selling robes, shops selling telescopes, and strange silver instruments Harry had never seen before. Windows stacked with barrels of bat spleens and eel's eyes, tottering piles of spell books, and quills and rolls of parchment, potion bottles, globes of the moon. Gringotts, said Hagrid. They had reached a snowy white building, which towered over all the other shops. Standing beside it, burnished bronze doors, wearing a uniform of scarlet and gold, was a... Yeah, that's a goblin. What? Said Hagrid quietly as they walked up the white steps toward him. That's written poorly. The goblin was about a head shorter than Harry. He had a swarthy, clever face, a pointed beard, and Harry noticed very long fingers and feet. He bowed as they walked inside. Now they were facing a second pair of doors, silver this time, with words engraved upon them. Enter, stranger, but take heed of what awaits the sin of greed. For those who take but do not earn must pay most dearly in their turn. So if you seek beneath our floors a treasure that was never yours, thief, you have been warned, beware, or finding more than treasure there. Like I said, you'd be mad to try and rob it, said Hagrid. A pair of goblins bowed them through the silver doors and they were in the vast marble hall. About 100 more goblins were sitting on high stools behind a long counter, scribbling in large ledgers, weighing coins on brass scales, examining precious stones through eyeglasses. There were too many doors to count leading off the hall, and yet more goblins were showing people in and out of these. Hagrid and Harry made for the counter. "Morning," said Hagrid to a free goblin. "We've come to take some money out of Mr. Potter's safe." "You have his key, sir?" "Got it here somewhere," said Hagrid, and he started emptying his pockets onto the counter, scattering a handful of moldy dog biscuits over the goblin's book of numbers. The goblin wrinkled his nose. Harry watched the goblin on their right, weighing a pile of rubies as big as glowing coals. "Got it," said Hagrid at last, holding up a tiny key. The goblin looked at it closely. "That seems to be in order." "And I've also got a letter here from Professor Dumbledore," said Hagrid importantly, throwing out his chest. "It's about the you-know-what in Vault 713. The goblin read the letter carefully. "Very well," he said, handing it back to Hagrid. "I will have someone take you down to both vaults. Griphook!" Griphook was yet another goblin. Once Hagrid had crammed all the dog biscuits back inside his pockets. He and Harry followed Griphook towards one of the doors leading off the hall. "What's the you-know-what in Vault 713? Harry asked. "Can't tell you that," Hagrid said mysteriously. "Very secret. Hogwarts business. Dumbledore's trusted me. More'n my job's worth to tell you than that." More'n my job's worth to tell you that. What does that mean? Griphook led the door open for them. Harry, who had expected more marble, was surprised. They were in a narrow stone passageway lit with flaming torches. It sloped steeply downwards, and there were little railway tracks on the floor. Griphook whistled, and a small cart came in hurling up the tracks towards them. They climbed in, Hagrid with some difficulty, and were off. At first they just hurtled. Why are we using that twice? Through a maze of twisting passages. Harry tried to remember left, right, left, middle fork, right, left, but it was impossible. The rattling cart seemed to know its own way, because Griphook wasn't steering. Harry's eyes stung as the cold air rushed past them, but he kept them wide open. Once he thought he saw a burst of fire at the end of a passage and twisted around to see if it was a dragon, but too late. They plunged even deeper, passing an underground lake where huge stalactites and stalagmites grew from the ceiling and floor. "I never know," Harry called to Hagrid over the noise of the cart. "What's the difference between a stalagmite and a stalactite?" "Stalagmite's got an M in it," said Hagrid. "And don't ask me questions just now. I think I'm going to be sick." Alright, in case you guys want to know, stalagmites come from the bottom. Stalactites come from the ceiling because they're tight to the ceiling, and the stalagmites might reach the ceiling. End of rant. He did look very green, and when the cart stopped at last beside a small door in the passage wall, Hagrid got out and had to lean against the wall to stop his knees trembling. Griphook unlocked the door. A lot of green smoke came billowing out as it cleared. Harry gasped. Inside were mounds of gold, columns of silver, heaps of little bronze nuts. "All yours," smiled Hagrid. All Harry's. It was incredible. The Dursleys couldn't have known about this, or they'd had it from him faster than blinking. How often had they complained how much Harry cost them to keep? And all the time there had been a small fortune belonging to him buried deep under London. Hagrid helped Harry pile some of it into a bag. "The gold ones are galleons," he explained. 17 silver sickles to a galleon, 29 nuts to a sickle. It's easy enough." "Right. That should be enough for a couple of terms. We'll keep the rest safe for you." He turned to Griphook. "Vault 713 now, please. And can we go more slowly?" "One speed only," said Griphook. They were going even deeper now and gathering speed. The air became colder and colder as they hurled around tight corners. They went rattling over an underground ravine, and Harry leaned over to the side to try and see what was down the dark bottom, but Hagrid groaned and pulled him back by the scruff of his neck. Vault 713 had no keyhole. Stand back, said Griphook importantly. He stroked the door gently with one of his long fingers, and it simply melted away. Fuck. If anyone but Gringotts Goblin tried that, they'd be sucked through the door and trapped in there, said Griphook. How often do you check to see if anyone's inside? Harry asked. About once every 10 years, said Griphook, with a rather nasty grin. Something really extraordinary had to be inside this top security vault. Harry was sure, and he leaned forward eagerly, expecting to see fabulous jewels, or at the very least. But at first, he thought it was empty. But then he noticed a grubby little package wrapped up in brown paper lying inside on the floor. Hagrid picked it up and tucked it deep inside his coat. Harry longed to know what it was, but knew better than to ask. Come on, back in this infernal cart, and don't talk to me on the way back. It's best if I keep me mouth shut, said Hagrid. One wild cart ride later, they stood blinking in the sunlight outside Gringotts. Harry didn't know where to run first, now that he had a bag full of money. He didn't have to know how many galleons there were to a pound to know that he was holding more money in my Lanta. Let me try again. He didn't have to know how many galleons there were to a pound to know that he was holding more money than he had in his whole life. More money than even Dudley had ever had. Might as well get your uniform, said Hagrid, nodding towards Madame Malkin's robes for all occasions. Listen, Harry, would you mind if I slipped off? Pick me up in the leaky cauldron. I hate them Gringotts carts. He did still look a bit sick, so Harry entered Madame Malkin's shop alone, feeling nervous. Madame Malkin was a squat, smiling witch, dressed all in mauve. Is it green? Hogwarts, dear, she said, when Harry started to speak. Got the lot here, another young man being fitted up now, in fact. In the back of the shop, a boy with a pale, pointed face was standing on a footstool, while a second witch pinned up his long black robes. Madame Malkin stood Harry on a stool next to him. Madame Malkin stood Harry on a stool next to him, slipped a long robe over his head, and began to pin it to the right length. Hello, said the boy. Hogwarts too? Yes, said Harry. My father's next door buying my books, and my mother's up the street looking at wands, said the boy. He had a bored, drawling voice. Then I'm going to drag them off to look at racing brooms. I don't see why first years can't have their own. I think I'll bully father into getting me one, and I'll smuggle it in somehow. Harry was strongly reminded of Dudley. Have you got your own broom? The boy went on. No, said Harry. Play Quidditch at all? No, said Harry, wondering what on earth Quidditch could be. I do. Father says it's a crime if I'm not played to pick for my house, and I must say I agree. Know what house you'll be in yet? No, said Harry, feeling more stupid by the minute. Well, no one really knows until they get there, do they? But I know I'll be in Slytherin. All our family have been. Imagine being in Hufflepuff. I think I'll leave, wouldn't you? Said Harry, wishing he could say something a bit more interesting. I say, look at that man, the boy said suddenly, nodding towards the front window. Hagrid was standing there, grinning at Harry, pointing 2 large ice creams to show he couldn't come in. That doesn't make sense. That's Hagrid, said Harry, pleased to know something the boy didn't. He works at Hogwarts. Oh, said the boy, I've heard of him. He's sort of a servant, isn't he? He's the gamekeeper, said Harry. He was liking the boy less and less every second. Yes, exactly. I heard he's sort of a savage, lives in a hut in the school grounds, and every now and then gets drunk, tries to do magic, and ends up setting fire to his bed. I think he's brilliant, said Harry coldly. Do you? Said the boy. Why, is he with you? Where are your parents? Alright, I'm gonna drop the Draco accent. That's horrible. They're dead, said Harry shortly. He didn't feel much like going into the matter with this boy. Oh, sorry, said the other, not sounding sorry at all. But they were our kind, weren't they? They were a witch and wizard, if that's what you mean. I don't think they should let the other sort in, do you? They're just not the same. They've never been brought up to know our ways. Some of them have never even heard of Hogwarts until they get the letter. Imagine. I think they should keep it in the old wizarding families. And what's your surname, anyway? But before Harry could answer, Madame Malkin said, That's you done, my dear. And Harry, not sorry for an excuse to stop talking to the boy, hopped down from the footstool. Well, I'll see you at Hogwarts, I suppose, said the drawling boy. Harry was rather quiet as he ate the ice cream Hagrid had brought him, chocolate and raspberry with chopped nuts. What's up? Said Hagrid. Nothing, Harry lied. They stopped to buy parchment and quills. Harry cheered up a bit when he found a bottle of ink that changed color as you wrote. When they left the shop, he said, Hagrid, what's Quidditch? Blimey, Harry, I keep forgetting how little you know. Not knowing about Quidditch. Don't make me feel worse, said Harry. He told Hagrid about the pale boy and Madame Malkin's. And he said people from Muggle families shouldn't even be allowed in. You're not from a Muggle family. If you known who you were. He's grown up knowing your name if his parents are wizarding folk. You saw him in the Leaky Cauldron. Anyway, what does he know about it? Some of the best I ever saw were the only ones with
Hagrid
magic.
after my own heart.
In a long line of muggles. Look at your mom. Look at what she had for a sister. Chocolate with raspberry is fantastic. Although what I prefer is raspberry with chocolate chunks in it. And also like a fudge filling. And then pecans. So what is Quidditch? It's our sport. Wizard sport. It's like football in the Muggle world. Everyone follows Quidditch. Played up in the air on broomsticks, and there's 4 balls. Sort of hard to explain the rules. And what are Slytherin and Hufflepuff? Schoolhouses. There's 4. Everyone says Hufflepuffs are for a lot of duffers, but I bet I'm a Hufflepuff, said Harry gloomy. Better Hufflepuff than Slytherin, said Hagrid darkly. There's not a single witch or wizard who went bad who wasn't in Slytherin. You know who was one. You know who was at Hogwarts? Years and years ago, said Hagrid. They bought Harry's schoolbooks in a shop called Flourish and Blots, where the shelves were stacked to the ceiling with books as large as paving stones, bound in leather. Books the size of postage stamps.
Just wanted to say what's up, brother. Slammed at work, but I am here in spirit.
What's up, Brosy? Thanks, man. Appreciate you, bruv. Books full of peculiar symbols and a few books with nothing in them at all. Even Dudley, who had never read anything, would have been wild to get his hand on some of these. Hagrid almost had to drag Harry away from the curses and counter curses. Bewitch your friends and befuddle your enemies with the latest revenges. Hair loss, jelly legs, tongue tying, and much, much more. By Professor Vindicus Viridian. I was trying to find out how to curse Dudley. I'm not saying that's not a good idea, but you're not to use your magic in the Muggle world except in a very special circumstances, said Hagrid. And anyway, you couldn't work any of them curses yet. You'll need a lot more study before you get to that level. Hagrid wouldn't let Harry buy a solid gold cauldron either. It says pewter on your list, but they got a nice set of scales for weighing potion and a collapsible brass telescope. Then they visited the apothecary's, which was fascinating enough to make up for its horrible smell. A mixture of bad eggs and rotted cabbages. Barrels of slimy stuff stood on the floor. Jars of herbs, dried roots, and bright powders lined the walls. Bundles of feathers, strings, and fangs, and snarled claws hung from the ceiling. While Hagrid asked the man behind the counter for a supply of some basic potion ingredients for Harry, Harry examined silver unicorn horns at 21 gallons each and minuscule glittery black beetle eyes, 5 nuts a scoop. Outside the apothecary's, Hagrid checked Harry's list again. Just your wand left. Oh yeah, and I still haven't got you a birthday present. Harry felt himself go red. You don't have to. I know I don't have to. Tell you what, I'll get your animal, not a toad. Toads went out of fashion years ago. You'd be laughed at, and I don't like cats. They make me sneeze. I'll get you an owl. All the kids want owls. They're dead useful. Carry a post and everything. 20 minutes later, they left Ilop's Owl Emporium, which had been dark and full of rustling and flickering jewel-bright eyes. Harry now carried a large cage which held a beautiful snowy owl fast asleep with her head under her wing. He couldn't stop stammering his thanks, sounding just like Professor Quirrell. Don't mention it, said Hagrid gruffly. Don't expect you've got a lot of presents from them Dursleys. Just Ollivanders left now, only place for wands. Ollivanders, and you gotta have the best wand. A magic wand. This was what Harry had really been looking forward to. The last shop was narrow and shabby. Peeling gold letters over the door read Ollivanders, makers of fine wands since 382 BC. A single wand lay on a faded purple cushion in the dusty window. A tinkling bell rang somewhere in the depths of the shop as they stepped inside. It was a tiny place, empty except for a single spindly chair, which Hagrid sat on to wait. Harry felt strangely, as though he had entered a very strict library. He swallowed a lot of new questions, which had just occurred to him, and looked instead at the thousands of narrow boxes piled neatly right up to the ceiling. For some reason, the back of his neck prickled. The very dust and silence in here seemed to tingle with some street magic. Good afternoon, said a soft voice. Harry jumped. Hagrid must have jumped too, because there was a loud crunching noise and he got quickly off the spindling chair. An old man was standing before them, his wide, pale eyes shining like moons through the gloom of the shop. Hello, said Harry awkwardly. Ah, yes, said the man. Yes. I thought I'd be seeing you soon, Harry Potter. It wasn't a question. You have your mother's eyes. It seems only yesterday she was in here herself buying her first wand. 10¼ inches long, swishy, made of willow, nice wand for charm work. Mr. Ollivander moved closer to Harry. Harry wished he would blink. Those silvery eyes were a bit creepy. Your father, on the other hand, favored a mahogany wand, 11 inches pliable, a little more power and excellent for transfiguration. Well, I say your father favored it. It's really the one that chooses the wizard, of course. Mr. Ollivander had come so close that he and Harry were almost nose to nose. Harry couldn't see himself reflected in those big misty eyes, and that's where... Mr. Ollivander touched the lightning scar on Harry's forehead with a long white finger. I'm sorry to say I sold the one that did it, he said softly. 13½ inches, you powerful wand, very powerful, and in the wrong hands. Well, if I'd known what that wand was going out in the world to do. He shook his head, and then, to Harry's relief, spotted Hagrid. Rubeus Hagrid, how nice it is to see you again. Oak, 16 inches, rather bendy, wasn't it? It was, yes, sir, said Hagrid. Good wand, that one, but I suppose they snapped it in half when you got expelled, said Mr. Ollivander, suddenly stern. Yes, they did. Yes, said Hagrid, shuffling his feet. I've still got the pieces, though, he added brightly. But you don't use them, said Mr. Ollivander sharply. Oh, no, sir, said Hagrid quickly. Harry noticed he gripped his pink umbrella very tightly as he spoke. Said Mr. Ollivander, giving Hagrid a piercing look. Well, now, Mr. Potter, let me see. He pulled a long tape measure with silver markings out of his pocket. Which is your wand arm? Well, I'm right-handed, said Harry. Hold out your arm, that's it. He measured Harry from shoulder to finger, then wrist to elbow, shoulder to floor, knee to armpit, round his head. As he measured, he said, Every Ollivander wand has a core of a powerful magic substance, Mr. Potter. We use unicorn hairs, phoenix tail feathers, and the heartstrings of dragons. No two Ollivander wands are the same, just as no two unicorns, dragons, or phoenixes are quite the same. And of course you will never get such good results using another wizard's wand. Harry suddenly realized that the tape measure, which was measuring between his nostrils, was doing this on its own. Mr. Ollivander was flitting around with the shelves, taking down boxes. That will do, he said, and the tape measure crumpled onto a heap on the floor. Right then, Mr. Potter, try this one. Beechwood and dragon heartstring, 9 inches, nice and flexible. Just take it, give it a wave. Harry took the wand and, feeling foolish, waved it around a bit, but Mr. Ollivander snatched it out of his hand almost at once. More wands Mr. Ollivander pulled from the shelves, the happier he seemed to become. Tricky customer, eh? Not to worry, we'll find the perfect match here somewhere. I wonder now. Yes, why not? Unusual combination. Holly and phoenix feather, 11 inches, nice and supple. Harry took the wand. He felt a sudden warmth in his fingers. He raised the wand above his head, brought it swishing down through the dusting air, and a stream of red and gold sparks shot from the end like a firework, throwing dancing spots of lights onto the wall. Hagrid whooped and clapped, and Mr. Ollivander cried, "Oh, bravo! Yes, indeed! Oh, very good! Well, well, well! How curious! How very curious!" He put Harry's wand back into its box, wrapped it in brown paper, still muttering, "Curious, curious." "Sorry," said Harry, "but what's curious?" Mr. Ollivander fixed Harry with his pale stare. "I remember every wand I've ever sold, Mr. Potter. Every single wand. It just so happens that the phoenix whose tail feather is in your wand gave another feather, just one other. It is very curious indeed that you should be destined for this wand when its brother, why, its brother gave you that scar." Harry swallowed. "Yes, 13.5 inches, you. Curious indeed how these things happen. The wand chooses the wizard, remember. I think we must expect great things from you, Mr. Potter. After all, he who must not be named did great things. Terrible, yes, but great." Harry shivered. He wasn't sure he liked Mr. Ollivander too much. He paid 7 gold galleons for his wand, and Mr. Ollivander bowed them from his shop. The late afternoon sun hung low in the sky as Harry and Hagrid made their way back down Diagon Alley. Back through the wall, back through the leaky cauldron, now empty. Harry didn't speak at all as they walked down the road. He didn't even notice how much people were gawping at them on the underground, laden as they were with all their funny-shaped packages, with the sleepy snowy owl in Harry's lap. Up another escalator, out into Paddington Station. Harry only realized where they were when Hagrid tapped him on the shoulder. "Got time for a bite to eat before your train leaves," he said. He bought Harry a hamburger, and they sat down on the plastic seats to eat them. Harry kept looking around. Everything looked so strange somehow. "You all right, Harry?" "You're very quiet," said Hagrid. Harry wasn't sure he could explain. He just had the best birthday of his life, and yet he chewed his hamburger, trying to find the words. "Everyone thinks I'm special," he said at last. "All of those people in the leaky cauldron, Professor Quirrell, Mr. Ollivander, but I don't know anything about magic at all. How can they expect great things? I'm famous, and I can't even remember what I'm famous for. I don't know what happened. The night my parents died." Hagrid leaned across the table. Behind the wild beard and eyebrows, he wore a very kind smile. "Don't you worry, Harry. You'll learn fast enough. Everyone starts at the beginning at Hogwarts. You'll be just fine. Just be yourself. I know it's hard. You've been singled out, and that's always hard, but you have a great time at Hogwarts. I do. Still do, matters of fact. I did. Still do, matters of fact." Hagrid helped Harry on the train that would take him back to the Dursleys. They handed him an envelope. "Your ticket for Hogwarts," he said. "1st of September, King's Cross. It's all on your ticket. Any problems with the Dursleys, send me a letter with your owl. She'll know where to find me. See you soon, Harry." The train pulled out of the station. Harry wanted to watch Hagrid until he was out of sight. He rose in his seat and pressed his nose against the window, but he blinked, and Hagrid had gone. Thus ends Chapter 5. Do you guys want to keep reading, or do you want to play Siege? Oh, stream is gone. Sup, yo? What's up, Arrow? What's wrong
Okay,
with
I am
stream?
hooked.
Poor Minecraft boy struggling to get his enchantment.
Damn.
I have to go to work though, sadly.
All right, well, we'll take a break from the book. Oh, it's someone creating. I was like, who's knocking? We'll take a break from the book. I think a chapter is good. That's a good amount. We did like
This was
almost
fun
an
and
hour.
nice and relaxing to count money too. Thai friend.
You're welcome. I hope you guys enjoyed it. To be honest, 100% for Haley. 100% for Haley. Well, maybe 98% for Haley and 2% for me. But reading
I feel
Ragnar.
asleep.
You feel asleep or you fell asleep?
Fell.
That's so funny. I will do more reading Ragnar. Look, one of the things that keeps me from doing it is it's just strange for me to be doing this. This is atypical from things I have normally done in the past. So I'm self-conscious about it, which is cool. It's cool to be outside of my comfort zone. So thank you for the opportunity to push me beyond what I would normally do.
I just need people to be quiet when they come in LOL.
That's
But your
funny.
voice and impressions are perfect for it.
Thank you. It was fun though. I do like reading.
At
It's good for
Haley
your
agree.
brain too. I mean, I read to my kids every day. Not every day. That's a lie. I read to my kids often. It's extremely important for their
At Lady
development.
Dis, my bad.
Okay, have a good one. Loves, chat later.
Have a good day, Dis. Appreciate you. My bad. What
At
do you mean,
Haley,
my
all
bad?
good.
My bad. What'd you do? All right.
We could turn TTS off for a bit next time.
That's fine with me. I can do that. Leave TTS off. You guys have to talk to each other in chat. You'll have to take care of anybody that joins. You got to be super welcoming because I can't read and read and read. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. All right, give me 1 second before I start this game. Need some music playing. We can start with a Black Parade.
I was trying but felt bad interrupting.
Oh, no worries. No worries. I should have turned TTS off.
When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band.
Dang, and I missed the reading.
He said, son, when you grow up, would you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned? He said, will you defeat them, your demons, and all the non-believers, the plans that they have made? Because one day I'll leave you a phantom to lead you in the summer to join the Black Parade.
Dang, and I missed the reading. You did. You missed chapter 5, Diagon Alley. By the way, we're back on this.
I love Harry Potter. Sir, what is that?
L-methylfolate and B12. Just a supplement. Helps with brain health. Give me a minute. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. I think I'm on the road to recovery, finally feeling better after PT today. Hell yeah, dude. Not feeling perfect, but I feel a bit better than I did, that's for sure. Hell yeah, brother. Love this song. Love you. How you doing, Cozy Dragon? Alright. Sorry for all of you who missed reading Ragnar. We'll probably do it more. If you guys actually like it, maybe I will get over myself and we'll do it more. Also, do you like my plant? Let me put the focus on that. Look how beautiful it is. beautiful. Cozy, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Alright. Let me take Harry Potter and Minecraft off.
Need some elephant leaves?
I love elephant leaves. Yeah, elephant ear. Elephant ear. Bring, you know what? When you guys come to the bed and breakfast, bring a plant with you, or a clipping, and we'll put it in the bed and breakfast. Kimber, you got time to game this morning or no? In the middle, 235. Hello, in the middle. Mud butt. What's up, mud butt?
I'm bringing a tree. I am going to an interview. A special tree. Sadly not, or I wouldn't. It'll bring elephant ears and some tree winking face.
I'm missing all of my effects. I don't know where my bracelets are. I think they're in the bathroom. No, they're right fucking next to me, mate. Not without my effects.
Thank you for reading.
Of course. I hope you enjoyed it. I will do more. I'm so sorry that it took me months to be reading Ragnar again. I know I said I would do it. I feel naked without all my bracelets and shit. Wanna see a magic trick? Ready? See
It was
how
so
it's on
soothing.
my wrist or on my finger? Now all I gotta do is, and now it's a magic trick. I need to add another link
It's
to my
okay.
watch.
Honestly, that was why I stayed, but I am glad I did.
www.
I'm glad you did too. You're-
www. So cool, lol.
I'm glad you did too. You're an awesome, awesome addition to the community. I love having you. You're a wonderful person. Thank you for being here. Alright. Man, I haven't listened to these songs in a while, and they're bringing some nostalgia up. I love it. Let's get into a game. Kimber!
I might hop on in a few games if you're still on.
Okay. But she could try. Sorry, I have to.
BetterHelp ad. Lewis Capaldi partnered with BetterHelp to get word out about how important therapy can be.
I really struggled, or I struggle most weeks to like get myself up and ready and go to therapy or whatever. Like even like to open the laptop to talk to my therapist sometimes can be really difficult. But I do it because I know it's
All right. So before you go, that guy.
I'm already in therapy law.
Same. Dude, Helena. Oh my gosh, these songs. This album. What's up, Coda?
What is going on?
I don't know. Teammates are raging.
Who's pregnant?
I'm done. I'm cooked. Who's pregnant? What? Where's your score? Wagwan. What's up, Ash? I have everything turned off, dude. Except for teammates' names, because I kept TKing. And good night, so long, and goodbye.
I thought they said something about that law.
I don't think so. WTK? Is this My Chemical Romance? No, it's My Chemical Romance.
I'm sick and my hearing is messed up.
I'm sorry you're sick, Carl. Ash, you missed reading Ragnar, bro. The fuck, man? I'd have read you a book today. No, you sorted it without me tears, mine. Tears. Sorry, bad. I think I'm gonna do it more often. I don't know if you actually care, but I think I am gonna do it more often. Did bro take the ban? What the hell? That's odd. KD Kira, what's up, little one? How you doing, bruv? KD Kira. Kuming Big Zada. That's sweet. You obviously don't have any kids. You speak papa or daddy. Fucking weird, mate. How you doing, little one? I don't know if I've ever attended a reading right now, not gonna lie. Yeah, I think we've only done like 2 or 3, so don't worry about it. Oh, somebody's already booked. Alright. We'll just chill out in the corner. Are there bathroom tellers? Love that. Lovely.
Damn.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. Bro, Twitch needs to start popping like your Tiki Talk. I wish, dude. That would be fantastic. Dude, literally every single day I mean, obviously, it's the goal, right? But every single day, I wish that just tell my wife to quit her job. That I've got this covered.
Twitch takes so much money.
TikTok takes more. And also, if you're over on Twitch, I mean, that's fair. Takes so much money, like, for a subscription, or Twitch itself takes so much money. I'm ready for that day, Reginald, that you tell me I don't have to work anymore. Hey, that day might come too. Be like, yo, Ash, I need a big fucking goofy dude in my streams now. Come on by.
Twitch itself.
Oh, Twitch itself. Yeah. TikTok, I think, takes more. They used to not, but now they do. Now that America owns it. Ouch. You could be a guest type shit? Yeah. Anybody that's a subscriber is welcome to be a guest on the stream. Whatever. At least, you know, for now. All you OG the fuck. All you OG subs. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Come stay at the bed and breakfast. Play a game on stream. Everyone will watch you die. Malanta. Subathon Minecraft stream? I'd do it. I'll do it tomorrow. A subathon is like a begathon, though. You know what I mean? I have an ongoing subathon. You guys start dropping subs, I'll keep going. Literally my entire life is a subathon, alright? Mm-hmm. 96 hours straight. I'd do a 96-hour stream if I had the support. Absolutely. If you guys support the stream enough so that I could hire some people and to help me, or at least buy things to help me, absolutely. 96 hours, we can do that. I'll stay up as long as I can too. I bet you we almost make it all the way through. Damn. That was unfortunate timing. Taking showers on stream, the bed and breakfast could just have a bunch of cameras. What the fuck? Shower on stream in my leopard print fucking swim shorts for $1,000. Wait, it would have to be more than that, I think. Yeah, it's gonna have to be more than that. Hello, Jules. You do it for 5. Excuse me. You missed reading RGNR this morning, baby.
I didn't get a notification from Twitch, so I didn't know you were on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Unfortunate. Roll swap. Wait, lion ban? What the fuck? Whenever you're offline, I'll stream
At
to
ghost
retain viewers and
underscore
I'll take
Juliet
showers.
Hey Boo.
Well, I won't be going offline, Ash. I'll just stream the 96 hours and you'll just be on camera. You're gonna have to do NPC Batman or something. Bet you can't guess what I'm doing right now. Alright, hold on, hold on. Playing soccer in Ecuador.
Hi, Vile.
Huh? You playing soccer in Ecuador right now? Blown tire on the side of an 80-mile-an-hour highway. That is unfortunate. Is there anything like the... I assume you've called someone other than me. I can call someone for you. Are you okay? Make sure you get into a safe location. That's terrifying. Yours was more fun. Yes. Bet you can't guess what I'm doing right now? Are you showering, Ash? You seem to talk a lot about showers and type shit. And they just got here.
Plant?
That is your plant. You love it? I did reading Regna. I'm glad they're there.
I just realized all the green
Take
in the
care.
background.
Be careful. You're in a tractor cutting down some bushes. Nice. Bet you can't guess what I'm doing right now. Oh my gosh, Kaid, what the fuck? Bro, that's crazy. Oh, repelled. No. I'm playing R6. Is that an elephant? And in the last thing I see you are. Huh. Alright. Alright. Look, you don't want to play Clubhouse. What'd I just say? What did I just fucking say, bro? Crazy. After this game, we might jump. Oh, no, no, no. We're waiting on Haley. Yeah, we're not jumping anywhere. I was going to say we'll jump over to Red Dead, but Haley's supposed to be playing. Alright. That's about enough of that.
I think I've had enough. I might get a little drunk. I say what's on my mind. I might do a little time. 'Cause all of my kindness is taken for weakness.
Fuck me up. Fucked me up with that wall. So. This team is garbage. This site setup is horrible. This team, I'm so mad, dude. Fucked up my Logi, Mira. You just got shot in the brain because you couldn't pull the trigger. I'm so frustrated. Hi, how are you today, bro? I am fantastic, William the King. How are you? Is it better to have loved and lost or have never loved at all? So you're not far with an elephant? What? That's a VQ, wonderful sound. Very good D6. They call them trumpets. Ah, nice. It is better to love, always. You will always experience loss. Why not always love?
That just ain't up for sale.
All of my kindness, it's taken for weakness.
Now I'm 4 or 5 seconds from wildin', and we got 3 more days till Friday. I'm trying to make it right home by
What's your rank? I'm not in the military anymore, dude.
This dude's voice is heavenly. He could sing some crazy-ish, and I would love it, lol.
Hosier? He is singing crazy-ish. What the fuck is this? How is that not head? What is the side setup? A zombie, bro. Hosier's a dog, Loki? Yeah, Hosier's a dog. Not Loki. Hosier's he fucks.
And nah.
How's it not head, bro? That's fucking nuts.
That was a head.
Oh, guys, you know what? I'm gonna post that. Let me make a post. All right. Share. That'll probably do decent on Reels. Why did we go to the same site again? We're so bad. We're so bad. That was a head. That was definitely a head. Nothing sweeter than my baby. Never walk once from the cherry tree. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold harbor. And no grave could hold my body down. Crawl home to her. You think I'd die here? Oops. I heard this song the day it dropped. Oops. God damn it. Thank you. Get me out of here. Fudge! I should have reloaded. Chat, should I? I'm not doing this. That's stupid. You have to pay to get verified on Instagram? 15 bucks? Be right back. Alright, well. Yo, what's the vibe zone? Work song. Think about my wife, man.
What?
She's at work while I'm doing this. Instagram sent me a thing. It was like, verified accounts, blah, 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 blah. Give us $15 a month. Yeah, thank you.
If the Lord don't forgive me, I'd
Still have my baby and my baby have me.
When I was
Kissing on my baby.
and she put her love down soft and sweet. In the lonely light I was free. Heaven and hell were words to me. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark.
15 for taking my info.
Right? Actually, it's $15.99, so it's 16. My time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark. No grave can hold my body down. I'll go home to her. Yeah, da, da, da. What do you really want to listen to? That boom boom pow? Fuck it. Christmas. Shut up.
Too early for Christmas
It's
music.
way too early for Christmas. We haven't even done Halloween yet, friend.
It's never too early for
Oh,
Christmas
fuck.
music. Get in the holiday spirit with the best Christmas songs of all time. On Spotify.
They can S it for 16 a month.
Dude, I actually might. If they did, I might actually pay that. You know what I'm saying?
LMFAO on knock.
Oh, motherfucker, I didn't hear it. Oosh. That's unfortunate. Haley, are you playing? Are you still here? If you're not playing, I'm going to Red Dead.
Bro, we need like a stack. We can't play with red.
Yo, you need a stack? Bro, you were garbage.
Help me with bounties?
Like real Red Dead. I was gonna play like story mode.
ONVM.
You wanna play Siege? If I switch over to Red Dead, I'm playing.
I'll be bad,
I don't care.
but okay.
As long as you don't set up site weird. You know, really aim and things that can be forgiven. Setting up site weird, unforgivable. Ouch. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
I'm coming.
Bye. Let the beat rock. This song's low-key wild. What the hell did we listen to back in the day? What the fuck? Is that a theremin? I didn't know this song had a theremin in it. What in the hell? Hello. How you doing?
I feel so horrible right now.
Oh, I forgot you're sick. You don't have to play. It's up to you.
I'm down to play. I was like, Red Dead? I thought you were playing Red Dead Online. I was like, see, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'll probably play story mode. I've been enjoying it. It's very chill.
This sickness is only temporary, anyways.
Everything's
not
only
like a regular.
temporary. You be alright.
It's because it's Shark Week and it's the first day, so I get sick all the time.
Ripski.
Yep.
Ouch. I just want to say, chat, I invented calling it Shark Week in 2010. No one was calling it Shark Week then, except for me. I sent you an invite.
Confused why it kicked me.
Hey, wait. Is today the day of the rapture? Or is that tomorrow? Does anyone know? Is the rapture today or tomorrow? What are they saying?
Huh? What's
Th-
going on?
There's apparently a whole clump of people that think the rapture is happening, like today or tomorrow. We need to get them in the stream with their checkbooks. I say checkbooks because I'm old.
If it's coming, can it come after my daughter's birthday? I need her to celebrate her birthday.
It's supposed to be
on
today or tomorrow.
Oh.
When is the rapture? Maybe I'll just Google it. When is the rapture? Oh, it's supposed to be Tuesday. That's today.
Damn.
I hope not. Oh man. I didn't see anybody flying by.
Canceled.
What happened?
I said, sorry, Lily, your birthday's canceled.
Oh. I didn't see
Poor
anybody
baby.
flying by. I guess that that hasn't happened yet here. I don't know. Maybe it goes with the time zones. I don't know what time it's supposed to hit me, but that's crazy. I can't wait to see the updates from the people that thought it was ending.
This is fuck.
I can't imagine believing that so wholeheartedly.
If God is gonna take us, he's gonna take us and we will never fucking know. So, they need to chill out. But take me before my bills hit real quick. I was kidding.
Yeah, can we make sure it's not like on the second, like make it at the end of a month. Actually, my bills hit on the 24th. So, if you can make it like the 20th, something like that, that'd be good. Mid-month would be good for me.
Me and my friends were talking about death the other day. I'm like, I don't necessarily fear death, but I'd be mad as hell if I died right now. I feel like I had so much shit I wanted to do before I die. I'll be more mad about that.
Do you
I'd be so
feel
mad.
death?
No.
Bootstrap Bill, you're a liar and you'll serve eternity on this ship. Sorry.
That shit. That movie was so good.
I know, he's probably my favorite character in the entire series. Davy Jones was
He
just
also-
absolutely incredible.
He also played the vampire godfather in Underworld though, and he ended up dying though, because too much.
Way to ruin it for everyone.
Underworld is so old. I'm old as shit. and I
Kate
remember that.
Beckinsale, my first celebrity crush.
As far as women go, my first celebrity crush with women would have to be the mom from The Mummy, original Mummy, not.
Oh
whoever
yeah, no,
took
she's
over her
great.
shit, 'cause she sucked.
Eva, yeah, she's great.
Mhm.
Solid.
And her husband is gorgeous.
Brendan
In an
Fraser,
odd way.
poor guy.
Oh my god.
Hollywood
I
treating
love
him so horribly.
Shit, his ex-wife treated him horribly.
Yeah.
Shit, what a shitty ass person. You didn't do shit but took all his money. You're horrible.
I just shot through that guy 3 times. He didn't die. What the actual fuck?
Hold on, I'm waiting for this dude because he dropped right here. I knew you were gonna drop. Not stupid.
Who the fuck? Val, did you blow that wall open?
Nope. I don't be doing stuff like that. I could hear them moving above me,
Yeah, same.
but they're dropping half. That didn't work out for you.
Are you kidding me? Dachshund luggage.
Fuck! I thought I could switch over fast enough. Also can't hear shit.
I shot Doc, downed him, and he stemmed, and I couldn't get him killed before he killed me. I fucking hate this game. I'm down on getting him out. Get him out!
Ow! They said not you. Dude, I had one that came around the corner, shot him, another one broke hatch, dropped. The other one went down the stairs, dropped. Couldn't get the last one. Because my dumbass decided to switch. They tried to close that door so I could run around. She pulls that thing up too damn slow. I need her to pull it up faster.
I hate waiting to load into the game. Johnson Johnson Girl 86. Hello, Johnson and Johnson Girl 86. You got a warden? And an oryx downstairs. Cap
Why
can.
do I have bombs? One of you dumbasses. Scare them a little.
It's never too early.
I don't know how the fuck that
Listen now on Spotify.
Damn, dude.
Oh shit.
Thought I was gonna get in. Nice. Watch out for capcans to your left. On the doorway to your left. There's capcans here, I think. Unless someone hit them. Yeah, somebody did.
Oh shit. He just ran that way. Why would you throw it where I can't see? Look at that shit right in my face. This bitch is getting my nose. I'm irritated.
Bro, what is bothering me?
I don't know, but I keep getting fucking flashes and annoying as shit.
Oh,
Fuck.
vile.
I didn't know where that was coming from.
That's alright. That's a bad one.
Also, I was getting really fucking irritated because that Ying kept either getting in my way or kept fucking flashing. I was getting irritated. Irritation doesn't let me think.
This might be my last one. I might take a break after this. I got a lot on my mind and it's distracting me.
I feel you.
That must be why they can eat garbage food. Somebody messaged me and was like, in India, there's a mouth freshener called Pond. They take edible leaves and stuff with betel juice or betel nut, rose jam, and paste of slake lime, and other things like anise seeds. It creates cuts in your mouth and it supercharges your taste buds, which must be why they can just eat rice and beans all the time and be happy. That was a weird recoil pattern. Oh, that wasn't head. I can't hit my shots.
Oh, wow.
Deleted.
I need to go to bed. Go back to sleep. I love myself.
Cooked. Dead. W Mustache. Thank you, Worst Zimmer. Appreciate you. Bro.
Yeah, my head hurts way too much to be playing this game. Or any game.
Cooked. Cooked. I don't know how many people deal with PC. I'm top 300 PC right now. QD recharge it canceled on me because of 1.6. They got QD 3 cheaters after 30 minutes. That sucks. That sucks. Yeah, there's lots of cheaters in higher level lobbies for sure. So we gotta have multiple accounts, mate. All right. That'll be fine. Lonely asparagus. Poor guy. Nobody, not even asparagus, deserves to be lonely. Bro, our randoms are cooked. That's why we're getting slammed, Bio. It's not us, it's our randoms. What accent is that? I have no idea. I don't even know what my accent is. I don't even know how I pronounce certain words because I pronounce them different words every time I use them. Asparagus is underrated? It is. I love asparagus as well. I have it in the fridge right now. It's also an awesome plant to grow. It grows exactly how it looks. Dialed in. What's up, Google? Yo, two-trap Monty.
I forgot to switch back from a shotgun. Fuck.
Whoops.
We ball. Yeah, I'm done with this game.
Might have just killed my trap. What was she thinking?
I just got kicked.
You did?
Yes. I love Siege.
How are those not headshots? Genuinely. None of my rounds even came outside. That's cool. Yeah, this game's cooked.
And it won't let me reconnect.
Watch the door. Yo, what?
What? Did you?
What is going on, brother?
Nah.
Do you use any product for your mustache? Your face cam has a delay. I know. I'm streaming off the laptop.
I can't.
You've always wanted to have a little garden with the basics. I do have a little garden with the basics. I want a large garden that feeds my family and some of my community members and whoever stays in my bed and breakfast. That's the dream. I do. I use Death Grip mustache wax. Ouch. Death Grip. Sometimes I use some other things like the yellow glue to be bottle. Gotta be glued or whatever.
Do a flip.
Do a flip. Do a kick flip. I knew she was gonna get attitude over that. That's funny.
The voice and cam not synced is gonna make me pull hair out.
Well, this is the last game, so deal with it. Brother. Alright, have a good day, man. Thanks, Zimmer. I appreciate it, brother. Enjoy the rest of your time, mate. You motherfucker. Give him back. Damn, that's crazy. She's way the fuck out there, dude. I don't know how that wasn't a heady. What'd I do? Hit her scope? Fuck. Damn.
Oh, that's nice.
You're right. Hold that. Where were you getting shot from? What the fuck?
I have no idea.
She's out of bullets. Just hold.
Let me move.
He's planting. Faked it.
Where?
Nice
Oh,
try.
fuck.
Nice try, nice try, nice try.
I was like, if I could just sneak in real quick.
Hello, what's up?
So over this
09316
game.
JH.
Where was I getting shot from? Because I saw shots from the bathrooms. So how were they supposed to shoot me from outside? And I went to go look, and there was nothing there.
I really don't know where
So-
you're getting shot from there.
Yeah, that's why I just moved. I don't care where we go anymore.
Oh no, Spider-Man got hurt, chat. Tom Holland's in hospital.
Oh no.
That's no bueno. I
From
hope
a
he's
stunt?
alright. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Apparently bonked his noggin. I hope he's alright. I hope he's alright. Ooh, genuinely, I don't understand what these.
New day was
Whoa. One's in Sunrise. You can get him through the wall. Through the blue wall. That one. To the right, to the way right. There you go. He died through the doorway. Did you see that? Watch.
Yeah.
That's funny. He fell through your doorway.
Oh shit, my back. Why is it?
Oh man, my computer is not happy.
Why?
2,000 kilobytes per second and in the red. Uh-oh. Chat, I need NZXT to help me out. They are upstairs. Mother.
Capcan. Look at the Capcan.
Rider Dodger. I will not die to a Capcan, chat. Hello, Belle. How you doing today? I'm sorry to say you missed reading Ragnar.
There's one like right here in this color. I'm locking you in there.
That's fine. I went off that round. I missed that. Sounds like it was probably fun. I am going to do it more often. I'm probably going to start the mornings with reading Ragnar from now on at 9:30. We'll read for like an hour. I want to get into book talk anyway. It's a huge untapped market for me. They really like military people. But right now we're reading Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. We'll read some more adult books later on. Not super adult, except for on Twitch maybe, but...
I'm telling you, I'll send my book over so you can read Prince Lestat for me. It's really good. People underestimate like the whole like Interview with the Vampire, Queen of the Damned, Prince Lestat, like all those books. Like they're actually really good. Like so, I don't like the shows or the movies because they leave out so much, but the books and Rice books are really good.
That's cool.
But you have to send the book back because it's special edition, and please be careful.
Let's wait.
I can't get it anywhere
Let's
else.
wait until I get moved. Used to do book talk.
Yeah.
It's fun. I have a huge library in my game room. That's awesome. Would love to see photos of the library. We used to have a lot more books than we currently have. We still have quite a few. Quite a few. I used to really enjoy reading, and then when I lost my short-term memory, I couldn't even read a page anymore. So that was shitty. But we're at a point now where, you know, we're doing alright. And rice is correct. And rice is correct. I don't remember authors. Hello, Shreddy Betty. Welcome back.
There's one back here.
One's in blue.
Yeah, one's in blue. I pre-fired him and still got killed.
The Prince. Oh, the person that was asking you to read Prince Lestat. That's an Anne Rice book. Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Random.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm dead, bro. Kitchen window. One's in bathroom.
I'm glad that they know that it's an Anne Rice book. They're really underrated.
That's Belle. Belle knows her books. Nice.
Damn.
What a hard fought victory. Hey, MVP by 20 points. Let's go. I showed up there at the end. MVP. Let's go. In cinematic mode, chat. Ah, GG's. Thank you, Vile. There's some valor for you.
I can't give you one. Not yet.
That's fine. That's fine. All right. I am going to take a break. I'm going to take a break. I appreciate you.
Yep.
I will talk to you soon.
Appreciate
Thank you
you,
for the
buddy.
games. I hope you feel better.
Me too. Shit. Thank you.
You're welcome. Talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Chat. You guys are incredible. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the heart me's, the roses, the new follows, the likes, the 18K likes. You guys are awesome. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I am going to go get some things done around the house. We're camping this weekend, and I have not even started to prepare. So here we are. But that's okay. Thank you for coming everywhere and staying right here. I love you guys. I will talk to you soon. Look for my videos, and at the latest, I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9:30 for more.